Welcome dear traders, happy Sunday. It's time for our weekly MK block. It's time to go through the analysis and trades of the week. Let's get started. 23rd of August here, euro dollar. So what's the situation? Pretty clear. We have longies in the market, okay? So we had some dumb money long positions before, then we have new ones coming in. So above the price are all dumb money longies, so we know the outlook is bearish. We know that the smart money will push euro dollar further down, will create dollar strength and take out those dumb money buyers who hope for a reversal. Instead, they'll push down, go for their stops below the low and will push them into drawdown. We see overall the dumb money is long. And that's what happens overall, okay? So during the week then we have more dumb money longies coming in, fueling the squeeze. So like we see here on Friday with the US news, the smart money sees that the squeeze line is expanding. So they're pushing euro dollar down, clearing the low, taking out the stops. Okay, so pretty clear scenario there. And this theme can be seen across the markets, like here pound dollar, they're correlated, but a little bit different at the beginning. So here we see first the smart money went up and cleared the upper side of this consolidation in cable, but then boom, as soon as the longies came in cable as well, they're doing the same thing. They're going down against those dumb money long positions who try to buy cable further and further, clearing the lows and going after them in a very aggressive manner. Yeah, boom. Short trades here for us, especially if there's a pullback and the news are over. Nice short entry towards the low against the dumb money longies. Yeah. So let's look at euro pound. First of all, the beginning of the week we still had that squeeze going on against the longies. Okay, still from the week before, the longies were caught, was served with down moves, with then a pullback to the MTS on the M30 chart, like we often see it, filling the option strike targets in EG, clearing the option strike target against those dumb money shorties. Yeah, we see the longies left the market, some shorties came in, so they went up to fill the OST there. Nice one. Australian dollar, of course, we expected to do something similar like euro dollar, and that's exactly what it did. On the 21st and the 22nd, doing a pullback similar to cable, but then taking the lower MTS in the range on the 23rd, taking the upper MTS thereafter, but then once it took the order gap zone there, we have the same scenario. Longies are dominating, so we have the news, boom, down. They're going for the lows against the dumb money longies. Compared to euro dollar was a slightly better setup, but it's a similar market structure, of course, here as we would expect it. And Kiwi dollar the same. You see today we're going in the order sequence here, but so Kiwi dollar, we had the longies in the market already before. So they're doing the same thing like in the other dollar pairs, going down against those dumb money longies who entered, taking the stops, boom, and retesting all the lows. Dollar cut the reverse, surprise, surprise. We have shorties in the market at the beginning of the week. I wrote dollar cut, dumb money shorties, and they filled this grail pattern by pushing the market up. The algos push dollar cut up against the dumb money shorties, and they came more sellers came in also during the week, and boom, they went for this highs, this very clear target zone here above the price on the day chart. Also take note of the expanding shorties, and of course they go up against the dumb money shorties. Yeah. Dollar yen, similar thing. First they took the OST, then they took the medium term stop, then they took the order gap zone with a pullback at the beginning of the week on the 21st. Then they took the lower MTS within the range out of the market. And then on the 23rd, we saw that the situation is slightly more complex because some shorties came in, so they did a pullback up against the Damani shorties, and then a grail pattern on the 4-hour chart. You see that it's the same thing like the dollar cut, okay? That is why these pairs are all correlated like that, because look, we had shorties in dollar cuts, shorties in dollar yen, so an up move there. We had longies in euro dollar, longies in pound dollar, longies in Aussie, and therefore a down move there. That is what creates correlations, not the other way around, yeah? Pound yen, first they took the AMTS there. Did a 4-hour reversal down. So Damani switch from shorties to longies, okay, from red to green. Highs have been cleared, so classical 4-hour reversal down on the 23rd, tradable, even though there was still some squeeze going on, so that's not for beginners. And they filled the OSTs along the way on the lower time frames and took a lot of STS. And you see nicely on the day chart, okay, the money switch from shorties to longies. Shorties left the market, and therefore it came off during the week, okay? Clockwork. Euro yen, as we would expect, a similar thing as like pound yen. So also here we have the inner range MTS runs, and then some kind of a reversal down. Note how they first cleared this plateau here, those highs, and then went all the way down against the Damani longies. Typical behavior. Then with those beautiful MTS above the price, which allowed for a long trade. So 2 nice MTS, and it moved towards it. And the market's closed, okay? Okay, let's go to the other ones. Euro Aussie, nice MTS below the price at the beginning of the week. Took the MTS, nice short trade there. We've seen it many, many times. Then we had a bit of for reversal energy up, so they took the order gap zones to the pip. And then pound Aussie had an option strike target below the price. Beautiful short trades, one of the best ones. Zack, okay, on the 23rd, filled this OST nicely. Ladies and gentlemen, there's no way you can see an OST just from the price chart. These things are data driven, okay? I have to emphasize that once more. There are so many people claiming you can just trade naked price action. But it's time at some point for a reality check. Then with this bullish OST and nice long trade there, yeah? Because the market is empty. Right, let's continue with the metals. So that was quite dramatic. We knew we had this massive downtrend against the longies. Some shorties came in, so big exaggerated 4-hour reversal up against the Damani sellers, also taking them out. But then once the sellers were kicked out, okay, and we have actually some longies coming in. They performed some kind of very aggressive move here, okay? And here again, look from this nice shot I made early in the morning. So longies, you see this box I painted in. All the Damani longies, down move. Some Damani shorties, up move, yeah. Silver, similar thing, just a little different. So they filled this OST here against the Damani shorties. Then a pullback up, similar to gold, and went for this big MTS, which was far away, but because some shorties came in, they just went for it. Note the expanding squeeze line of the shorties, yeah. Boom, took exactly the target, pull back down. So typical post MTS run, pull back down, post stop on scenario, going flat a little bit, then doing a mini house clean in both directions at the end of the week. Wow, okay. Bitcoin, you remember the big MTS run against Damani longies, small Damani longies came in. So they first did a little house clean in both directions after they went flat a little bit, and then also retested the low against the Damani longies. So I would say, yeah, this week as expected was a little easier. It was not difficult to see that we will have dollar strength with all the longies in euro dollar, pound dollar, Aussie. This is a pretty clear bias. We know how this works. Okay, and it doesn't matter how long the market has run already. They can overextend it, especially if the Damani thinks they can enter cheaply. So yeah, that was not a very difficult week. And let's see, so they can even do a little gap down, they can go for all the stops, clear out the longies. There's still room to continue that theme, and then we see whether next week at some point we get a down money switch and then things normalize. It doesn't need to happen, but of course the market is sensitive to any shorties after being so overstretched. Lots of love.